Yo, what's up guys? In the last video we finished off at Grand Champion 3 Division 2. We're 1307 and the lucky number for SSL in 1v1 is 1375. So SSL in 2s is 1875, 3s is also 1875, but 1s is 1375. And it was actually the least SSLs out of any mode at only 4,000 in the world in 1v1. So 1v1 is the hardest to get SSL in and we're getting pretty close to it. We got one more day to get SSL here until the season's over, but let's get into it. Hopefully we get some good games and let's see how it goes. 1328. So this guy's also GC3. Our first look at the GC3 player. I'm expecting flip resets. I'm expecting a big mechanical increase here. It's gonna be pretty close to what SSLs and 1s look like. We're gonna play a lot of players that probably were SSL. And still like keeping my eye on him here. Their drill bump, good save. Played it patient, that's exactly how you have to play that situation. I'm gonna fake here. Trying to guard the ball still on like a 50. Didn't actually end up going though. It was fine. I get this boost, he should be low. But I don't want to command a shot here. I'm gonna let the bounce help me out. Nice. It's a really good play to make in 1s. They have to respect the bounce. I know it looks weird probably to a lower rank, like why is he not going? But I have control the whole time and he has to respect that I could pinch it toward his net. That's why he's backing off there. And I know that I have a really big advantage. And that happens a lot more with like flip resets now. Because I have a flip the whole time, right? Try to stay on this ball. Sorry about that. Getting messages. Trying to stay close here. I'm just gonna force him to be like uncomfortable. Try to drive through for some bumps. Yeah, and then worst case, even if I don't get the bump there, he's still kind of awkward again. Let the bounce do some work for me here. It's a good challenge. Last second. Touch backward would be pretty good. You gotta look for him though. He's gonna chase us down for a bump probably. So I'm gonna try to jump quickly and then just try to shield the ball. Always look for a way to shield the ball on those air dribbles. That's actually really unfortunate. Kind of got accidentally bumped. So I'm trying to silence my phone there. You guys don't hear it. He's got a really good kickoff, to be honest with you. And I'm trying not to do anything too crazy kickoff wise. I know a lot of you guys might not have the best kickoff as well. But he's got a really good kickoff. Alright, he kind of made a mistake here. He backed off a little bit. Ended up working out actually. It baited me in, but it was a pretty big mistake. Touch over the back wall. Ah, he actually got a good shot. Unfortunately, I was trying to get him more toward like high back wall. Yeah, he's pretty solid. I mean, this guy's good. I could tell. Understands 1 really well. 1's really well. He has a good kickoff, which is the most important part of 1v1, to be honest with you. Try to get an air drill bump here. There we go. No matter what rank you're playing, it's really good, and it tilts them like instantly. Drops the OK. It's really good no matter what rank you're playing in 1s. And I'm still trying to keep it like pretty tame mechanically, and that is like the tamest thing you can do. That is by far the most powerful thing you can do. Missed the boost. Should be fine now. Get a reset here. I'm not going to use it though. Let the bounce do some work for me. There we go. That situation again, it looks like he's freaking out, it looks like he's panicking, it looks like he made a mistake, but he has to respect that I have a flip the whole time. And I know I have a flip the whole time. And his position's really uncomfortable there, and I know that. So me just being patient, letting that bounce work for me, something I'm going to be talking about a lot in this higher rank here. Just trying to clear there. I'm not really going for a shot necessarily, but I'm going to get it clear over him so I can get some time to get boost. If he starts to air dribble, I'm going to go back wall. If he goes ground, I'm going to try to cut ground as well. Gotta watch the bump. Can't shoot this, I know that. Get a touch over him. Take a shot that he has to kind of panic for if he gets there. Nice. My goal is just to beat him. Like, I'm just going for a pretty simple touch to get a touch around him. I know he's going to turn in some form. I have my eye locked him as well. That's also why I use big nameplates, because you don't have to be so like actively paying attention to your opponent when you have big nameplates. Just stay close. Look over the ball here. Time my 50. Fake this. Get a panic. Once he backs off here, actually isn't backing off at all. Interesting. So that's what I've noticed the most out of the last 2 games is they're not backing off in these situations when I could still beat them pretty easily. It's like, had I instantly jumped there, it's the goal. But he doesn't really care. I think maybe because he's down goals as well. That's something that I've noticed a lot. It's a big difference from what I remember at this rank. They have much more confidence in terms of like, he doesn't really care where I'm positioned there. Yes. Good positioning anyway. Like good coverage of the net. We don't really have much of an option of what we can do there. And that's the thing about ones. Like if you go for the shot like you did here and it's really all in, you have to hit the shot or at least get it on target. That's why it's not about getting the perfect shot always. I would say more so in ones, it's about just getting a shot that's on net. I couldn't have done that if I tried. I double wave dashed somehow. Let me see my car here. What? I guess one of my wheels was off the ground when I tried to start flipping forward again. It's more about, yeah, just like forcing him into a like uncomfortable spot rather than like hitting the shot straight up. He's going for a shot from there. He likes to go for these shots that are like far away. Take a bounce dribble at an angle. Take a shot that he can save, it's fine, doesn't really matter. Main goal here is to get some boost. Take another shot, get the boost. Oh, I can't actually bump him. I thought he would go, okay, I didn't bump him again. I thought he would go for the boost, but he actually just went straight for the shot, which is smart. Obviously, in both of those situations, there's a play I can make that's just instantly a goal. I still want to try to like showcase how important it is to like wear down the opponent, but I think at this rank, you're getting to a point where it's very like, you do have to start throwing in some mechanics, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not really throwing in anything yet. So coming into the next games, I probably will start to throw in some more. But yeah, coming into here, like it definitely is more about looking for ways to beat your opponents with your, you know, your extra mechanics that you might have by now. It's for sure becoming more difficult to get away with simplicity, but you still can. Kind of what I want to show you guys. It's taking very aggressive challenges. Take my time here. That's fine. He's gonna go again, do the same thing probably. Backs off instead. Let him get his touch here. Still trying not to go for like too much, but he's going for the beat. Yeah, it's pretty common play what he just made right there. If I just bait you in, go for last second beat like that. Insta chow, yeah. Okay, we know for the next games that we could start to like turn it up a bit mechanically, because there's some situations where I'm definitely still taking it as if they're like camp or like diamond even. Like I'm taking like a slow dribble. It's like a shot that's like, I'm not even going for like a perfect power shot either. I'm just kind of trying to see like how they would react in these situations at this rank. But I think now is a time like this rank and above, you're going to see the mechanical consistency improve a lot. So you have to kind of like, at this point, I think if you get even close to this rank in ones, it gets really difficult. Like this is the rank where it gets really difficult. And you're playing like people that are usually SSL. I think you have to start throwing in mechanics and like learning mechanics. And like at least workshopping some things that you could throw into your game. I can also definitely get away with just air dribble bumping every single time, but I think that would be kind of uninformative. But what I can start to talk about, I guess, like going to this final stretch is more so how you guys can like, I guess kind of build on the foundation that you have. So like if you know how to air dribble already, so if your mechanics right now up to this point is just like a basic air dribble, which if you're at this rank you should know how, then I guess learning how to turn that basic air dribble into a flip reset would probably be the next thing you should add into your game, right? Like turning it into the next step, the next evolution of what you can do with your mechanics. Like try to slowly add on things. And I'm going to be trying to incorporate that. So let's get into the next game, and I'm going to start taking these players a lot more seriously because we're getting into the final stretch territory here, and I definitely want to finish this series out. Going for a fake kickoff there. Interesting. Fake kickoff on a straightaway is pretty rare. I think that was like it's a more recent thing, like popularized by Dark, I believe. But yeah, we're gonna take some more like we're gonna up the mechanical consistency, but I'm still gonna try to stay pretty simple in what I do. in terms of like our shots and like what I'm doing with the ball. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent. I'm not gonna play like I'm like still in like diamond, but I'm gonna still looking for the opponent, like dropping off when I see him go, stuff like that. But I'm gonna start throwing in like maybe more power slide cut there, or like something else, extra layer. I think we're at that point now where we should start incorporating a little bit more. For his touch. Just drive this in. Beautiful. We're trying to stay close. We're trying to just make them uncomfortable. That's a big thing about ones, and you actually saw my opponent last game doing it quite a bit. I'm playing really passive. I'm just trying to stay super grounded for the sake of the series. For the most part, obviously, like in the next few games, I'm gonna have to start going air dribble wise. Like I would have went to an air dribble there usually. We'll pop into one here. Go for like a really basic fake. But you saw how much my opponent was just turning it into challenging, right? And a lot of spots that are actually like pretty risky to do that. But if you see your opponent staying really grounded and they're almost like playing too passive and playing too simple, then you could definitely take advantage of that. I'm gonna let the bounce do some work for me again. He should freak out if I fake chow here. If I fake again, he's gonna get a few. Let me fake one more time. The third fake was a little troll. Yeah. I was gonna go for a touch, and I heard him coming pretty close behind me. Thought I'd like back off, assuming that either A, I would get time, or B, it would like fake him a bit. But if he's coming that close behind you, and he has to like kind of rush the play, I'm looking over the ball here. As soon as he jumps, I'll drop. A little cut infield. All right, we got it back. We'll go into the next game, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely like, again, I'll try to stay out of the air as much as I can, but I'm gonna still try to up my consistency in terms of like even just my shooting, because the other game I was trying to shoot pretty tame instead of taking like a really good shot. So I'm gonna try to like up it according to the rank we're in, right? Like I feel like I haven't really changed the way I've been playing all the way since camp. I've just kind of like went for like occasional air dribble bump and like maybe like a little flip reset fake. I haven't even used the flip reset, I don't think, to actually score a goal yet. So all the way up until GC3, you can basically not use like resets and any of that stuff, as long as you keep those rules in mind of like trying not to commit more than your opponent is, trying to make sure you have vision of the opponent, always trying to like manipulate a situation so you have the advantage in their playing reaction area. Like if you keep those things in mind, you're instantly gonna have like a huge advantage over the opponent. But obviously a big thing about ones, and honestly you'll lose every single game if you don't have a good kickoff. So I would workshop kickoffs more than anything if you're like first getting into ones, because that's gonna win you more games than anything else, to be honest. Up until you get into the higher ranks. All right. Back to playing another GC3. Go for this single jump kickoff. And that's also what I was talking about. Like even at a high rank too, kickoffs are really kind of what makes or breaks the game. Because if you can get a kickoff that's getting control to the side boost every single time, like you're gonna have a huge advantage, right? So I like to go for this single jump kickoff is pretty good because you can recover pretty quick, even if it goes wrong. Oh, I thought it would bump him as well. But I had to try to hold my nerve there. I'm gonna just dribble, look over the ball, see when he comes, and I think there'll be space to win a 50 in one direction or the other here. Going for the bump. That's fine. I'm gonna go for like a quick shot here. Probably that just makes him come toward net. Try to just go for a bump. I'm still playing like way too basic. I'm going for a shot like from mid. I would never do that at high rank, but actually I can't like break out of the simplicity of what I'm trying to do. If you got a high rank there, I would definitely go like pop that into an air dribble, get a reset, and like use the reset in some form. So I guess we are at a high rank now. So I underestimate these players a lot. Still, to pop this up, let's pop it up into what we would probably do fake the bounce here, and then we have the bounce to work with, and that's gonna be a goal almost every time. That's what I would have usually done on the other play, except that probably, like, I wouldn't even use the bounce. I'd probably just straight up use the flip and score, but it's a little bit easier. I think it's more consistent in ones as well to sort of blocking me if he goes up the top. Still have the bounce as well to work with. He's gonna jump and try to flip into this. Turn here, get a soft touch. Nice. Kind of just like piling shot after shot after shot. It's really difficult for him to deal with that. Pops into dribbles. Sorry, going for more dribbles, I think. I'm gonna try to utilize this bounce I've been talking to you guys about, where I get a flip and they're always gonna respect the fact that I have this flip, so they're not gonna challenge off this bounce right here. Because I could flip that at any moment in time. And if I don't, then I still have a bounce to work with on a shot, and it's probably gonna be good every time. So that's kind of what I would recommend if you're at this rank, to learn how to like get a reset. Consistent reset into like not even using the reset, just faking the reset. Have some space. He's actually copying what I've been telling you guys to do, where you just watch the opponent drop it off there. It's a really good play to make. You see it even works against me. Because it is kind of unstoppable. You have control of the ball. It keeps you having control of the play. Good try. I think I would have made it back. You have to cut that pretty wide to get into there. Nice. Get this boost. That should be good. Actually, just insta-chow. So these guys are really, really aggressive on these plays where I feel like I actually have quite an advantage. Like I could hit this like in any way possible, and he still just goes. Very interesting. That's the biggest change I've seen. A lot of these situations, they're just way more aggressive than they used to be. It's gonna flip here. Yeah. As soon as that flip comes through, it's gonna be the opening that I need. I've said this a lot throughout the series, but always try to be the one that's committing less than the other, right? That looks a little different every single time, but based on the situation, just keep that in mind. If you're committing less than the other person, whether it be boost or flipping or whatever it may be, right? Gotta keep that in mind. Up to dribble again. I'm gonna go for the same play. Fake the high, get a flip. I'm not actually gonna use the flip. But just keep possession off doing this. Nice. And I'm faking having a flip there again as well. At like a very high level, everything kind of comes from the fact that you have a flip or not. Like if someone runs out of their flip, if they have no more flip timer, so like if they just jump off the wall and you know there's no way they have a flip anymore, it kind of takes away almost all their threat. And that's why flip resets are so good. So at this point, like my play is pretty dead, but when I get a flip again, it's now revived, and he kind of has to like respect me a whole nother way. So it's really important to learn how to reset to get this high up. Use our space back here. Going up the wall. I'll just go for a bump. It's fine. You shouldn't be able to shoot. Double tap. Wait for his touch. Just gonna wait back wall here. It's a really OP situation to wait back wall on. I'm gonna let it go up the wall. Pogo. They kind of trolled toward the end of this game, but it started like freestyling a little bit. But yeah, I think the big takeaways once you get like this high up, genuinely just like learn how to be really good at like one or two plays mechanically, and then try to just slowly build on those. Like if you get good enough at just being able to like pop the ball up like this, starting air dribble, getting a getting a flip, and just trying to like be in a position where like you're threatening at least 2 or 3 options where you can either A, flip, or B, fake, you're gonna be at like a huge advantage. Because I feel like even like both of the players who played so far in this rank, they can reset But the way they're using the reset is actually pretty poor in my opinion, because I think they're just instantly flipping. Which like, it's like you get the threat and you're instantly throwing away the threat, if that makes sense. Whereas what I'm trying to do is get the threat and then keeping it the whole time. I'm trying to like stay in a spot that like they have to back off, and it makes them look like they're making a mistake, but they're actually not. Like how they back off and it looks like they're giving me too much space and I get a shot off the bounce. It's not actually a mistake, but it looks a lot like a mistake because you're actually forcing like how much threat you have on them to like have to be passive, basically. But it looks really weird from a viewer perspective. So this guy's SSL. Everyone that I'm going to play at this point is going to all be like SSL players and twos for sure. Twos SSL versus ones SSL is very different. There's players that are like 2200, 2300 and twos that aren't actually SSL and ones. Pretty hard to get SSL and ones. So yeah, everyone from this point on is going to be pretty tough. Everyone mechanically is obviously really good. But yeah, it's going to be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have yourself a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is. When you guys are watching this, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. I love y'all. Peace.